Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is your tropical update for June 1st, the beginning of the Atlantic hurricane season, and we already have an invest in the Atlantic. Invest 91L is beginning to show signs of organization in the Hurricane Center, now up to a 70% chance of formation. As we can see here on the satellite image, there is a decent amount of convection up near the Florida Panhandle at the moment. It'll be making its way southward towards Cuba, staying on the eastern side of the Gulf of Mexico over the next couple of days before making its way through the strait between Florida and Cuba before dissipating around the same time it makes that transition. As we can see here, the biggest threat at this point will be in southern Florida and portions of far western northwestern Cuba, where we could see rainfall in excess of 3 inches, as well as some weak tropical storm force winds. The European model has no formation happening within the Atlantic during this time frame, but nonetheless, we'll see shortly, some models do have 91L developing. As we can see here, that convection is somewhat rotating around the center, but you can see the center is displaced to the southwest of the storms, which are displaced to the northeast of the center. And due to that unalignment, we don't yet have a tropical depression. Remember, this will be Tropical Depression 2 or Tropical Storm Arlene if it does form. And again, 70% chance of that happening here within the next 48 hours. Max winds at the moment are going to be 30, pressured down to 1,008. And like I mentioned, it's going to head south within that shaded region, most likely, and then move off to the east towards Florida or Cuba, but it'll remain fairly weak. As we can see here, the worst case scenario, it's a weak tropical storm, and then it begins to dissipate. So we'll kind of see what happens. There's a plane in the storm right now to see if it becomes a tropical depression or a tropical storm, or if it remains an invest. We'll know more here shortly, and as this evening continues to progress. That's all for now. Chris Dixon, InfoWeather Media.